weeks. I mean, it seems like they're losing almost every night. So, it's just so important. The Rangers could literally be tied with them in 3 weeks. That's how bad Houston's injury bug is right now. And we know the pain of the injury bug, and now we're starting to get healthy at a good time to get healthy. So, 11 games back, that lead can dissipate very quick.
Yeah, I can see it happening. I think it's going to take some work, though. And I think these guys can do it. They've done it before. They can do it again. I believe 2 years ago, I think our record was similar to what it was right now at this point in the season. So we've got the grit. We have it in us. So I'm not even concerned if this won't be an issue. Can we do it? It's just a matter of how and putting in the work. Want to give a shout out to Ralph in the building. Ralph Urute, I believe, Jr. in the building in the chat room. Appreciate you for jumping in. Talking Rangers right now with Tyler Esparza-Powell. Now we got to get into the Cowboys. They got the money from Romo leaving. I believe it's $20 million or something around that. What do they do with this money? Darrelle Revis is out there. I know he's old. He got burnt quite a bit. We got some defensive questions. Offense, I think we're pretty much set. I don't see a concern there. But we could use a linebacker. We could use a corner. We could use a D lineman. What do you see us doing with that money?
Now, I think they said no to Revis. Is that right?
Yeah, I think that's done. That was just something Dez was trying to do.
It would have been interesting, I think that's definitely the position you need the help in right now, the secondary. I don't even know who they can go for, who's out there right now. But I would definitely spend the money on defense. I think there's no question. I think everyone agrees with that. But it's just, it's already getting late in the off season. I don't know what names are out there, really. What can you do with that? Can you try a trade package, even though they don't really do that? It's not really a Cowboys thing to do. It's going to be interesting to see if they can do anything with it, to be honest.
Yeah. I think they're going to have to wait until someone gets released. Because they have that training camp, people get released, and there's going to be some big names out there. And I think that's when you can spend the money. Right now, there's not a lot going on, and I don't think you can do it. Ralph says Revis Island is a resort. Laugh out loud. It's true. He got burnt plenty of times. But I think you're going to have to wait until players get released. And once that happens, I think we'll have more flexibility on what we're going to be able to do.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And, Macklin wasn't real. I can't believe, every time someone is released with a big name, everyone is just crying to go sign them. Like, why do you need another wide receiver? You have about 6 of them right now.
Yeah. I think with the rookies on this squad, there's so many question marks. But also, I think they want to look and see how they're going to do throughout training camp. They want to look and see how they're going to pan out, throughout training camp, and then probably make a decision. I think that's what probably their mindset is.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I think a couple of the rookies, especially the wide receivers, I know we've talked about this a couple times already, but I think they have really good chances, man. I know that the Terrence Williams contract is pretty small, but I'm not a fan of that contract. I don't think he'll make it here through the next 4 years, and I don't even think that's a hot take at this point. Just from what we've seen, I think his job is. I've said it about even Dez's spot, man. I think any one of these guys can become the number one, just because we have not seen the number one Dez. Let's face it, in a couple of years, and we saw what T. Will did with his chance at the number one spot, and he did nothing. So, I think the game is wide open, man. It's really about who plays better. I mean, you saw that with Dak last year. You know, you take your opportunity and run with it. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, definitely. All right, we got Miss J twice, or Mrs. J twice. Appreciate you for jumping into the chat room. She says, "Go Astros." Really? I got to give you a boo on that one. There is no go Astros. This is Texas. We can't. This is Dallas. Dallas and Houston do not like each other, but you guys are playing well so far. But I'm not gonna say go Astros. I'm gonna guarantee that. I'm gonna guarantee that they're gonna choke that 11-game lead. I'm gonna guarantee that. They are so well known for starting off fast and slumping, and they're already slumping. I think they've lost like 8 of the last 12, if not. I mean, you just see every night. I go to ESPN because I have no interest in watching a pathetic team, but I'll just check out the MLB scores, and they lost last night 2-1. I can tell you that. Yeah. They just seem to be losing every night, so I'm pretty sure they're going to blow that lead, and it might not be to us, but maybe the Angels. Maybe even Seattle. I mean, but I will guarantee that they're going to blow that lead. All right, so appreciate you, man, for coming on as always. Always great getting you on the show. Always great getting your thoughts. Everybody, you can follow Tyler Esparza-Powell on social media. Tyler ESP _ on Twitter, Instagram. Oh, go ahead.
I appreciate it. I just want to say, man, we got to start the Paul George, the Cavs movement right away. Cleveland is going to hold up the trophy in 2018, but it's unfortunate for Kevin Love. It's unfortunate for Kevin Love because he played so well this series, but he's got to go just because he's not a great fit into the system, even though I think he played so well and he's getting criticized for no reason. And I did say he would outplay Draymond, and I think he did. By a mile, but that's just what I'll bring it. Cavs in 2018.
All right, we'll see. I know they're going to be trying to make a move. I know player / GM LeBron is definitely going to be ready to get into somebody's grill to make sure they bring somebody in or make sure they make a trade. So we'll see. But it's a possibility for sure. They got to make some things happen.
And don't be surprised if Korver signs with the Warriors for the minimum. I'll be disgusted.
It could happen because he's at this point you're ring chasing. That's what you're doing at this point in your career. You want to win a ring, and you're not gonna stay on a team that you don't think has a chance. I think his contract is up anyway, so I could definitely see that one happening for sure. But I appreciate you, man.
Good talking to you.
All right, man. Take care.
Have a good weekend.
You too. All right. Ralph says, Cleveland not doing nothing. I think they're definitely going to add a piece. They're going to add someone. They're going to make a trade. They're not going to make it easy on them. They're not going to make it easy on the Warriors to just come back and win another championship easy. And yes, Ralph, player, coach, GM, Bron, for sure. That's what he's going to be. That's what he is. He was probably in Tyronn Lue's ear. He probably had a microphone, probably had one of those micro ears that he had in his ear yelling at Tyronn Lue. And Tyronn Lue gets a lot of the blame in this. There was plenty of times where I think he could have called maybe a different play. When you realize J.R. Smith isn't doing anything, you need to pull him out of the game. When you realize Tristan Thompson isn't doing anything, you got to pull him out of the game. You can't continue to let these guys play 1 game, 2 games, 3 games, and they're not bringing anything to the table. So Tyronn Lue should get quite a bit of this blame. I don't think any of it goes on LeBron. The guy averaged a triple-double. So I think you can put some of it on Kyrie. You can put also some of it on Love. Ralph says, Lue doesn't do anything. I agree. His game plan sucked, even if he had one. And he says, Tristan Kardashian. I agree. People, there was Van Gundy was basically saying, why are people saying this Kardashian talk? It's not fair. You shouldn't blame the Kardashian family for this. It's a history. This is not something that somebody just made up. You go down the list of all the guys that have dated a Kardashian and their lives are not the same anymore. First one, I'm going to go ahead and go down the list. I'm going to go ahead and break it down for y'all. Rashad McCants came out of North Carolina as one of the best players in the country. His career is over with. He's going to be playing in the Big 3 league with Ice Cube. No hate on Ice Cube, but he's going to be playing in the Big 3 league instead of in the NBA. Number 2, Reggie Bush. Coming out of USC, was going to be the best thing smoking. He was going to be the guy to be the next best running back in the world. It didn't work out. He dated Kim. Now, it worked out for Ray J, but Ray J's not an athlete. So that's the reason on that one. Chris Humphries. You remember Chris Humphries? Yeah, he was in the league for a while. I don't know who he's playing with, but didn't work out that much for him. And then last but not least, Tristan Thompson, who's the last victim. Harden seems like it was a quick situation, him dating one of the Kardashians, and I guess he realized this is a no-go. So it's a history. It's not something that was just made up. So Mrs. J twice says, go Spurs, go Saints, go LSU. Okay. No, we're not going for the Spurs either. The Spurs are good, don't get me wrong. But like I said, I'm in Dallas. The Saints got a lot to be excited about. AP coming in town. Drew Brees still pretty good. LSU, they got to go up against Alabama every single year. So that's always tough. Lamar Odom. Ralph, I forgot about that. Lamar Odom, yes. That is like 1A. That may be 1. And everybody else can go from there. Because Odom was a big one. Minnesota's Mr. Basketball, Chris Humphries, Vince Wright says. All right, so we're going to take a break. And right after that, we're going to recap the NBA Finals. We're going to break it down from top to bottom. So stay tuned in. We'll be right back. Looking for an honest car guy, somebody that's going to shoot it straight, give you the honest answers, and give you the best deal on the car of your dreams? Check out ShawnNataneti, Internet Sales Manager at Jerry Durant Toyota, Texas. Call or text him at 817-231-3696 or visit his website at GoShawnAuto.com. He'll give you a great deal on the car of your dreams. Even if you're not in Texas, he can still give you a deal on a car. Check him out right now, ShawnNataneti, GoShawnAuto.com.
Nah, it don't matter where I started at. Just ask me where my heart is at. I'm targeting right where this market is. I'm coming off the top like a starter cap, dog. I know you done heard them all. I know you, your mom, your squad, and your peoples got bars. Everybody's so involved. The oversaturation of this music's the result. Yeah, we think we doing the most, cause everybody wanna toast. We ain't saying nothing, but we celebrating as if we made it. We ain't even close. Nah, this gotta be more than some raps. This is like making hit movies and calling them tracks. This is like reading the almanac just to see I'm on the map. Yeah. That ain't my aim no more, that ain't the game no more. That's where I got, but it's not what I came here for. I'm in the spot I've been waiting for, like I just signed a new lease on a vacant floor. Man, I promise I'm a